Mike Stone, were you born and brought up in Grays, or did you move here?
No, I was actually born in Forest Gate, moved to Corringham, moved to Stanley Hope, and then moved here, and 36 years later I'm still here.
So when did you move from Forest Gate to Corringham?
I think I was born in Forest Gate.
May I ask what year?
Oh, quite a few years ago.
Okay.
Quite a few years ago. Yes, and the grandparents were in Epping, Lowson, and went to school, moved to Corringham, little bungalow in Corringham.
Do you remember which year you moved to Corringham?
Oh,
roughly?
I think I was 3 years old.
Okay.
And I was born in 61.
So mid-60s, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, and then waited for the new house to be built in Stanford. Did a bit of schooling in Lowson, then moved into Stanford, and met the wife, and yeah, we've been here 36 years later.
So you remember when I say being brought up in Corringham and Stanford, what images do you have?
It was down at what they call the homesteads. Well, they used to call the homesteads. It was, I think it was a load of farm fields down there. I remember the garden was just full of clay, and we dug up horseshoes and sort of everything. And there was a big farm shop over the back. It's now got houses on it. But yeah, there was a farm shop. It was sort of a real sort of community down there, and a new start for everybody.
Oh, and where did you go to school?
I went to school at Abbots Hall to start with, and then to Gable Hall. My brother and my sister also went to Gable Hall, and yeah, it was good times down there.
And what was your first job?
My very first job, I worked up in London for Selcon, the brick company, basically as a bod in the office. Worked there for a little bit, and then went down to my dad got me a job in Purfleet, which, funny enough, is the same site I'm working at now. The old Thames Ball Mill site, which has been knocked down, and it's now a timber site. But yeah, I think I've done about 20 years there, and it was basically it's a cardboard box site, making cardboard boxes, and people don't realise. I mean, when you go shopping to your local supermarket, just have a look at how many cardboard boxes there are. But yeah, that shut down after 20 years, and I've moved on to different things.
And when did you move to Grays?
Grays was when I got married, and that was about 36 years ago. The wife's come from Grays. She lived in Grays all her life, and yeah, a little bit different for me, coming from Stanford, but.
And we're here in Grove Road. Was it Grove Road you moved to, or?
It was Grove Road, yeah. Yeah. Lot less traffic then, compared with what there is now. There's a lot of rented accommodation down here now, so these old houses, I mean, they go back to about the 1890s, 1880s. And you could have had four rooms in here. Some of the houses still have 4 rooms, so you can have 4 cars outside. And roads that, as you've seen, they're made for a horse and cart basically. You can't get 2 down here at the same time, and
there is still a real sort of late 19th, early 20th century feel to it here. Still is there, isn't there?
Definitely is. People are trying to modernise the houses, but you're not going to modernise the road. Parking always has been a premium, and like it's got a little bit worse with the rented accommodation. At school times, with Manor School just down the road, at drop off and pick up times, it's not good. There's not many exits from this area. You've got the top of Grove Road, where there's no left turn, and you've got Gypsy Lane where you can go. That's the only 2 exits.
Did you go to Grays Athletic?
I went to Grays Athletic. I wasn't a big football fan to start with, I must admit. Then all of a sudden we decided, what is this roar we keep hearing from up the top of the road? And we thought, we'll give it a go, and we thoroughly enjoyed ourselves down there. But we got to know quite a few names down there. Michael Kitely, for one, who went on to better things. Jamie Slabber, who had done better things. And there's a few more to mention. But watching the local football, I had no interest in Arsenal, Tottenham, West Ham, I must be honest. But yeah, going up to Grays Athletic, it's and watching football at that level, it really was good.
Now, the first time I met you was 12 years ago regarding damage in the Elm Road open space, and you were part of you were chair, I think, of the Orchards Community Forum.
Chair,
so
yes.
So how did that come about to be involved? How did it come about to be involved in a community forum, and why? Why did you want to get involved?
There were some leaflets and flyers came round, and it was all a very new concept, community forums, and what they was all about. We went to a meeting down at the school, and there was Trag, as it was known. It's now known as Engage. They were down there and they explained what the community forum was all about, etc. I thought, yeah, I want to know some of this, and get involved from the start. There was a chap, Dave Lawrence, doesn't live around here no more. He's moved to Norfolk, become chair, and it was really good, engaging with the community. One of our slogans was, we want to try and put the community back into the community. Orchards Forum, I think you've asked me a question about that before. Why orchards? You've got Maple Road, Oak Road, Elm Road. It's trees, it's an orchards, and that's how it all come about. Orchards Community Forum. The birth of the community forums was borough-wide. It was very good. We got some money from the council to do little projects, and we've done quite a bit over Elm Road open space, commonly known as the Manor-field at the time. But yeah, being Dave moved on, I took over the chair of the forum, and it really was good, organising meetings, getting the community together and finding out what they wanted for the area. There was some interesting ideas, but yeah, we've done a very lot with Elm Road open space. It started off as, I think, it was just a goalpost, a field with a goalpost in it. Why one goalpost, we don't know. We think the other one perhaps was in Grays Park, because that seemed to have one goalpost as well. We've done a little questionnaire down there, asking people, what do you want on this open space? What would you like? A ball court would be nice. So we managed to persuade the council, yep, we can get a ball court. And, well, at the present moment, we've got 2 ball courts, a children's play area, and a path for jogging, dog walkers, and it's absolutely fantastic down there.
I'm going to go back to Elm Road open space in a minute, but there seemed to be a logical link between being involved as a chair of the community forum and then you became a councillor.
I became a councillor, yes. I was asked by, I think it was Kathy Kent at the time, who come and spoke to me, and we actually took a walk down to Elm Road open space, and she said, Mike, have you ever thought about becoming a councillor? Because you're doing everything a councillor would do. You're active in the community, you come to all of our surgeries, and I said, well, I've never actually thought about that, but yeah, I'll go for that. And I remember the first time I was up for election. I think Carl Morris was up for election as well, against Jackie Doyle Price, and it went on all night, and I think it ended up at something like 1 the next afternoon or 2 the next afternoon.
Some of us still bear the emotional scars. But, so that was 2010. That was May.
That was 2010.
2010, and so you were a councillor for 8 years. What did you enjoy about being a councillor?
Helping the residents. Helping the residents. That was sort of just the next step up from the community forum. I really loved helping them with their problems. That's what I think, you know, a councillor should be. You're there for the community. They vote you in. You sort their problems out. You can't win every battle. There's been some tough ones, but it really was good. I did enjoy being a councillor.
And you were chair of the licensing committee. That had some interesting cases come in front of you, didn't it?
That really did have some interesting cases, and it really did open my eyes. Taxi drivers, clubs, pubs, betting shops. I didn't realise all this was covered by the council when I started.
And was it just to get things? This may be quite dry to a lot of people, but it's important, isn't it? Because these are licences and livelihoods of people. You know, you didn't just wander in at 7 o'clock, have a look at. Oh, look, it's a pub looking to renew its licence. Did you have to do your reading and research and consult with officers and get guidance?
Some of the agendas you wouldn't believe. They're like 2 or 3 inches thick. I won't name the names, but a well-known store had a licensing breach, and the evidence they sent down to say what they'd done and what everything was just, it weren't 1 day's reading, it was about 3 or 4 days reading. And yes, officers helped. We had a very good legal team that helped us out, and you couldn't do it without them, because the other side had a good legal team as well. And as for taxi drivers, I didn't realise how squeaky clean they had to be. So, you know, I'll take my hat off for them.
At the moment, you stood down as a councillor. I get the feeling that you're having a little rest. But Elm Road open space has become a focal point of news. How do you see that going?
Elm Road open space. Back to me community forum days. We put a lot of work and effort into that. Elm Road open space is not an open space. It needs to have been called something else. The people around here, the usage of it, people absolutely love using it. I know they've got plans to build a school on it, and we do need another school. We need more schools in Thurrock. There's one being built at Purfleet at the moment, but it's got to be in the right place. I'm not going to say where the right place is, and it's not a case.
Is that the right place though?
That is not the right place, and it's not a case of not in my backyard. The traffic around here with one school is bad enough with dropping off and picking up. You put another school with say 900 pupils in there plus the staff, it is gridlocked around here with one school. Plus you're doing away with an open space. My opinion is they've got to think again about this. There must be somewhere else it can go. The roads around here are not going to be able to take 2 schools back to back. We get gridlocked outside here because you can only get 1 car up, 1 car down, and you get Mexican standoff at least a couple of days a week, you know. But yes, I agree, we do need more schools in the area, but you've got to look wider than Elm Road Open Space. You're doing away with something that is healthy for everybody. It's not that it's not used. The school, Manor Road, Thameside School, they took part of the open space already quite a few years ago. But I'm sure that, okay, put it on a short list, but they've got to look somewhere else. There must be somewhere else that is more suitable.
So do you think there's a call for Orchard Road to start up again as a community forum, or indeed are you now feeling the desire maybe to return or apply, whatever the system is, to return as a councillor?
I would love to come back as a councillor. I enjoyed my time as a councillor helping the residents of the area I live in. Okay, I didn't only cover the Orchards area. There was the Yash Gupta and Kathy at the time. Now we've got John and Kathy. But it is 36 years I've lived around here. I've got a feel for the area. I'd love to come back as a councillor for this area, but who knows.
Okay. On that note, I'd like to thank you for all you've done so far. You're still a young man for Grays, and thank you very much for giving us some time, mate.
Thank you, Michael.